Okay, going live soon. Okay, all right then, we should be set now. Just gonna confirm if everyone is here. I guess Cap is, Finance Chair is on the call, and then Titus is on the call. Okay, sure. So this is the start of the end of this stage. It won't be a stop to this. I think it's going to be something that will continue over time. So this is gonna be more of the award ceremony. I'm just gonna call in Aussie just a brief. I mean, it's been about 29 rounds, so a message from OC doesn't hurt. So the way awards would work is we're gonna have a debrief from Titus. He's been an amazing member on OC, and then we'll move through to the awards in terms of recognition of judges, speakers, the best breaking team as well, and then we'll get through to the final results as well. So, Titus, I don't know if I'm audible. If you can hear me, just a brief on that.
All right. Hi, everyone. I presume I'm audible. First and foremost, thank you very much to all the 28 teams, the swings, the additional teams that joined us along the way. I don't know how to thank you. I think if I could just visit each one of you in person, I would most definitely do that. You committed your time, data. This is Africa. We know the network constraints and all those things. You committed your time to be with us through from July up to today, November. To the teams that didn't break, we shall do this again next year with Veritas University when we are planning for PAUDC 2026. So we shall do this again next year. To the judges, you did an amazing work. The times we had solo judges, the times we had panels, you committed your time and effort to give right calls when things didn't go right. Most speakers can tend to rant and complain, but you still stood your ground and were there with us throughout the tournament. Us as OC, we thank CAP. Most importantly, committing yourself to set 29 motions is not a walk in the park. With them for doing what they did best. From us as OC, we love you very much, and we can't wait to do this again next year and the years that follow. Over to you, Ren.
Okay, thank you, Titus. We are so much pleased as well having all of you. From Mes, myself, and Titus, we say thank you. This is the time I think I hand over to Shannon. There's a lot you had to say.
Prosper must start. I'm handing over to Prosper.
Hi guys, my name is Prosper Michael. My pronouns are my God. That was a horrible joke. My pronouns are him. So I just have a couple of things to say. First, super grateful to you guys for popping in, and it oftentimes is very hard to host a tournament that spans 2 days. So you can only imagine what it's like to host a tournament that spans a couple of months. I think it was really great that every single one of you showed up when you were supposed to show up. For those of you who did not show up when you were supposed to show up, God will judge you. But before that, I'm sure the tab has already judged you. Um, I think it all went fine and dandy for CAP, and I specifically want to speak to that because I I oftentimes get very psychotic when I am working with people, but I am glad I had another psychotic person with me and one person who was less psychotic. The psychotic person was Shannon. The less psychotic person was Takura. So it was quite balanced. So like we're able to like get a lot of things done. And I'm very glad we were able to pull that off. And I really am excited to work with them for PAUDC. Shannon is going to speak more about some stuff that we have planned for you guys for PAUDC. But outside of that, I just think it's important to flag that everyone did great. And this was really, really nice.
Thanks, Prosper. What I wanted to say is that in 2020, when the pandemic hit, I got to be the tournament director at the Uhuru Digital Debating Championships, which later then became Uhuru Worlds. And that first run of the tournament was in a league style with two divisions in two different time zones over 2 months. And Cap had to set unique motions for every single round because you couldn't have the same motion in two different time zones. People would cheat. So they also set a huge amount of motions. If you had asked me what I had learned from that experience, I clearly have learned nothing because when Ryan asked me to do the Friday night debates, he was very upfront with the full schedule and exactly how many rounds there would be from day one. And I have the screenshots to prove this. My response was, I'm not reading all that, but I accept. Which we'll post in the group chat. That is legitimately what happened. So we didn't know what we were getting ourselves into, is what I will say. We've set 29 motions over the course of this tournament. I don't know if you've had a check in your time about how many motions there exactly are. And for every motion we set, there's 5 motions that were suggested that were shut down or weren't picked. I've never set so many motions in my life. I've not a thought left in my head. Everything that is possibly debated has now been debated. Every debate, we've covered them all. So you guys, everybody who participated in this tournament, surely are well prepared for the next 10 years of your life and every thought you could possibly have. Thank God for Prosper and Sakura. I wouldn't have been able to do this without them. Thank God, Dan and Titus, because in a lot of the other cap things that we had to do on top of setting so many motions, they covered a lot of ground, put out a lot of fires for us. Thank God to all of our speakers who went along this ride with us and had a lot of fun with us. And most importantly, thank goodness, thank God, thank everyone above for every single judge who made this tournament happen. It was a huge commitment for judges as well, and to have them go along with the ride with us was amazing. It was an incredible experience, and I will never do it again. So, a couple of things for the people who do want to have more experiences and are keen to do some more debating. From the PAUDC side, as you know, Takuru, Prosper, and I, we're all on CAP together for PAUDC, which is happening from the 1st to the 8th of December in Johannesburg. We are also, before we round out the end of the year, looking to have 2 practice debates where we can incorporate some judge training into those practice debates, as well as record the deliberations and oral adjudications in the lead up to PAUDC to help with the judging that's we're going to have at the tournament. So if you want to be involved with that, what we're looking at right now is the 14th and the 18th, the 14th and the 28th of November. If you want to be involved, pop me a message as a speaker, as a judge, as anything in between. Pop me a message. I will reply tomorrow, not tonight. And 2 other tournaments that I'm involved with that are coming up, if you guys want to get involved, is Ignite 3. Today is the last day to register for it. At the moment, we have nearly 100 teams registered and some absolutely fierce competition. So if you're looking for a great training tournament from the 20th to the 23rd of November, come and join Ignite 3 as both a speaker and a judge. And as well, after that, we have the East India pre-WUDC 2025 tournament. That's going to be happening on the 29th and 30th of November. Also is going to incorporate some fierce competition. An amazing cap has been set up for it. Just a note here, obviously this time is an early for us. If you're in GMT 0 like me, you're going to start the tournament at 5 a.m., but then you will finish very early in the day, which means that it is the perfect tournament to incorporate. Right. That's all I wanted to advertise. And now I'll take it back to Rand to go on with the awards, which I'm sure you're all here patiently waiting for. I'll send the regs into the group chats as well. Thank you guys so much.
Okay, thank you again to the amazing cup. You've been really an incredible team. Random nudges. Today is Friday again, but you've been able to pull through. I think we're gonna start with awards. We just going to start with thanking the finals panel. I think pulling through with such teams is always a weird concept. So thank you to Olamide, Elisha, Justice, Jamaldin, and Sejaki as well. Thank you again. I'm just gonna roll it back to Cap to walk around judge announcement and then speaker announcements.
All right,
Okie
cool.
dokies. All right, Prosper, you got it.
I don't know which is coming first. This is judge announcements coming first. I think the schedule. Now you're going first. Sorry.
Sure, judge
Sure. Okay.
announcement.
So the way we're doing judge announcements, the way that this tournament was structured, because we've also got money on the line, we've set a very steep um goal for judges, which was that they had to break and to qualify for judge awards, have a 17 round minimum. Unfortunately, there is not a single judge who met that 17 round minimum at this tournament. So, what we've done is we've opened up the scope to allow for our most consistent judges to be recognized. We're going to be awarding on our most consistent judges, and then from that pool, based on their scoring, the top judge will also be announced. And that is consistent with a level of feedback that they were able to gain throughout this tournament to justify their place. So that's how we've come up with our judge awards. So first, we're going to be announcing our most consistent judges. Our first most consistent judge is hey, this has been lost. Okay, in fifth place, our most consistent judge, based on just consistency, with 9 rounds, is Ajake. Congratulations to Ajake. Congratulations. Then our fourth most consistent judge, who did 11 out of 29 rounds, is the judge Adrian. Congratulations to Adrian. Our tied for second place most consistent judges with 13 rounds each is Jamaldine and Sejake. 13 out of 29 rounds each. Jamaldine and Sejake, sorry. And then our most consistent judge, who did 14 out of 29 rounds, basically half of the tournament, is Zephyr with 14 rounds, our most consistent judge. Congratulations. And then our top judge out of our pool of the most consistent judge, the one who also scored the highest with a baseline given of 5. They built up throughout their feedback to a 6.3. Our top judge, our winner of overall best judge for the tournament, is also Zephyr. Thank you. Well done to our best judge for the tournament. Congratulations. All right, and then moving on.
All right, cool. So we'll be doing top 10 speakers. Rayan, can you share your screen?
Okay, sure.
All right, cool. Okay, so we start with the 10th best speaker. We have James Okuku Jr. Yay. Oh, God, that's one. We move on to the 9th best speaker. We have Alexander Tivlu. Alexander, yay. 8th best speaker, we have Kibirango Osama bin Laden. Osama Rahim. He is not allowed in US airports. 7th best speaker, we have Ezeri Chidinma Grace. Sit best speaker, my guy, Jeff Melita. Fifth best speaker, another one of my faves, Super Nana. Fourth best speaker, we have Angel Mala. I hope I pronounced your name right. Third best speaker, we have Dennis Boateng Amankwa. Oh, national champion. Second best speaker, we have, it is interesting that the man with the most complicated name is the one whose name I can pronounce, Jonathan. And for those who don't know how to pronounce it, this is how it's pronounced, Agbetuamedo. So congrats, Jonathan. Best speaker, my baby boy, Aziel Johnson. I don't know if he's a boy or a girl or they, them, but yeah, Aziel Johnson. All right. Thank you guys for a wonderful tournament. I think you all did great. Best judge is going to be winning a prize of 50 USD. So congrats, Zephyr. Great stuff. I am quite broke right now, so I know what 50 USD mean in this economy. Congrats. I'm just gonna pass it back to Shannon, I guess.
Thank you for our announcement of our top 10 best speakers. Amazing stuff. And we're now going to announce our best breaking team. And our best breaking team is We Don't Prep, I guess, who are also winning 50 US dollars, which we could all use. Amazing achievement. We love tournaments that give us money. We're all coming back next year to fight for the money. Congratulations to We Don't Prep, I guess. Just showing all you youngins who are trying to get better at debating, the way to win $50 is to not prep, I guess.
Emphasis on the I guess.
Emphasis on that, I guess. All right, we're now going to finally call up our finals chair to come and announce our best speaker or our finals runner-ups, champions, and then the best speaker of the final. And that is Olamide Esther. Olamide, are you here?
Oh, yes, I'm here. Hi, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay, good
You
evening,
are
everyone.
audible.
Sorry, I don't have the H factor. Okay, good evening, everyone. I was on chair for the, I was on panel for the final. I was the chair. With me on panel was Elisha, Justice, Mohammed, Suleimana, Sejake, and it was a wonderful debate. It was a very wonderful deliberation. I am going to be announcing first the runner-up on a 3-2 split. The runner-up was the team on the closing government. From the coast we came. Congratulations. The winners or the winner, the team winning this tournament is the team on closing opposition on a 3-2 split to We Don't Prep, I guess. Congratulations. The final best speaker on a 4-1 split is the member of opposition, that is Aziel Johnson. Congratulations to everyone. And have a wonderful night. Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for those lovely announcements. I'm now just going to send it back to OC just to wrap up the tournament as a whole. Thank you, everybody, for being on this wild ride with us.
All right, thank you everyone. That marks the end of this tournament. Also, just note that the team that wins this competition will be getting a fully waived slot at PAUDC this year, courtesy of Reality Park Debating Academy. I would just like to say, may sense his greeting. Time zones playing out loud, but yeah, He's saying skills things he's not been available for the most part of the league. Best as well on timing. But yeah, see you everyone. We thank everyone, all the participants, the audience. Yeah, and Cap. Have a lovely night and a good morning to all of you.